Yeah, welcome to this lesson on John Scofield's take on I Don't Need No Doctor. Um, it was written by Ashford Simpson and Armstead back to 60s, and Ray Charles, obviously made it famous. And this version is from Scofield's That's What I Say. It's an album that came out in 2005, and obviously this version became famous because John Mayer appeared on the album. And then continued on and did this live, and there's lots of lessons on Mayer's version of it. But this is really focused on John Scofield's version. It's only the basics. It's not the lead stuff. Um, but it will show you how to do the John Scofield riff and the chords that he uses. Very cool to learn and not as hard as you would think. So let's take a look. Okay, so we'll start out with the riff. The riff is okay. So the first thing to know about it is that you're playing it with your hand. You're not picking it, and it's just your thumb is playing the bass, and your first finger is playing the G string, and your second finger is playing, or middle finger is playing the B string, and your ring finger is playing the upper E string. It does not change. All right, doesn't change. And all the chords you're going to play with those fingers, not as strumming, but just that kind of thing. Okay, so it's not complicated, that part. So the riff is you start off with the low E string, and you hand mute it, or you palm mute it, so you don't want to ring it. Right, as it's so what you're doing there is you're hammering on the G string at the first fret after you play that initial E, open E, and then you're using your ring finger to play that open E at the top. Then you're playing the B string at the third fret and you're pulling off, and then you're playing the open G. So that's let's pull it out and maybe we can see both hands at once. And you want to get it so that it obviously it's kind of smooth. Some people don't pull off on this, and that's the big mistake because you have to get off there fast. And then he plays this double stop. Let's bring it back in. This double stop here at the G string at the fourth fret and B string at the third fret, and you play just those together. So you just hit that after your. Then you move down to the second fret, and you've got the B string at the second fret and the G string at the second fret, and play. So you're just gonna pick it up and hammer back on, right? So. The second time, you do the same thing exactly, except that when you get to this, you don't hammer on and pull off, you just give it some vibrato. So you put it together, slowly it's it's all right. And then the chords. First chord is a C major 7, just a normal C major 7 at the 3rd fret, right? And you can look at the chord diagrams there, and you're going to play. So you're just grabbing it and playing it, no strumming, right? And then you take this finger off, and you move this over to the A string at the 5th fret, and play. It's an E7 without a 3rd. So. Then you play a series of sus2 chords. So the first one is a G sus2, and I use my thumb for that. Makes it a lot easier than playing, you know. So, and then A sus2, and then B sus2. So you just got. All right, and then the second time through, you're playing. You could play B sus2 again. I like to add this other note on here. This is a, put my finger on the D string at the 7th fret. I looked that one up. It's supposed to be like a G flat. I don't know what it is. A G, G flat minor with a B bass or something like that. But that's just. And then you're doing the sus2s again, but you're just going G sus2, A sus2, and then back to G sus2, and then back to. All right. So again, all the way through that one is.